Okay, so now we're going to look at part 15, which is on what's called percent yield. So basically when you do something in a lab, there's a lot of different types of error that can result in basically getting results that are going to be lower than what you'd expect. Okay, so very rarely can you get what you actually anticipate with calculations. Theoretical yield is going to be the maximum amount with the calculations that you think you should be able to get from a reaction, whereas the actual yield is going to be what you actually get in the lab. So it's going to be a measured value. Like I said before, the actual yield is going to be less than the theoretical yield because of all these sources of error, and we can go ahead and calculate that using percent yield. So it's going to measure kind of the efficiency of the reaction. So percent yield is the actual divided by the theoretical and then times 100 since it is a percent. So if we look at this first reaction here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and calculate the percent yield. So we know that we have 17 grams of sodium reacting with an excess of chlorine gas. In reaction, 40 grams of sodium chloride is produced. What is the percent yield? So first thing I'm going to do, just like we've been doing, is balance this reaction. So we need a 2 there and a 2 here. Now I'm going to identify in the problem what my theoretical yield is and what my actual yield. Okay, so if we look here, we know that this is produced. That's a fact. So this is our actual. But we know we start with this amount. So right now we have grams of sodium. We need sodium chloride. So this is going to help us get our theoretical, but we don't have that yet. It means we're going to do a conversion to get there. So I'm just going to kind of write down here T to solve for our theoretical. So 17 grams of sodium. Going to go ahead and use the molar mass on the bottom here, which is about 23 in 1 mole of sodium. I'm going to use a mole ratio step next. So 1 mole of sodium, so mole of sodium comes down. Look up here, see there's a 2. 2 moles of sodium goes there. We're trying to get into grams of sodium chloride, so I'm going to choose this for the top. Then if you go ahead and use the molar mass in this last step, so 1 mole of NaCl has, add up 1 sodium and 1 chlorine, about 58.44 grams. Okay, that is going to take us to our theoretical value. I'm just going to write it up here to save a little bit of space. So go ahead and calculate that out. You should get around 43.21 grams. Okay, now we have grams of sodium chloride. Grams of sodium chloride, we can go ahead and find the percent yield. So percent yield is the actual, which is 40, divide the theoretical, 43.21, we just found that, times 100. We're looking at a percent yield of about 92.6%. And that's it.